My girlfriend has been cheating on me with her sugar daddies but won't admit to it. Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, we've got a story from our /cheating_stories where Op's girlfriend has been cheating on him with her sugar daddies but won't admit to it. Before we start, if you have any personal stories of how you got out of a toxic relationship with your cheating wife or girlfriend that you want to share, feel free to email them to me. Let's get started. Original story. I've been with my girlfriend for about 9 months now. We are both 22. This is my first serious relationship. The first few months were amazing, as most relationships are. A couple of months in, I realized she was texting other guys in a flirtatious way and even using pet names with them, along with heart emojis, etc. There was a time when she said she was going home to see her family, 2 hours away, but come to find out she was planning on taking a trip to Chicago with another guy she's been talking with, in a more than platonic way. About a month after that, I find out she's on sugar daddy sites and is talking with old men. While we were together she has sent nudes, went on dates, had video chats, etc. with these older men. She was even planning on flying to Chicago for a weekend to see one of them. She said she was going to see her brother and her friend. She has lied to me about this every step of the way, even when I confronted her with the evidence. I have snooped many times in this relationship. I hate doing it, but it was the only way for me to know the truth. Only until I confronted her multiple times about this stuff did she finally open up about it. Turns out she had been doing this since she was 18, and was even in a long-term relationship with a 60-year-old man for over a year, sex included. How I feel about this, I think it's disgusting and sad, is beside the point. I forgave her for this because I seriously don't think she's slept with any of them since we've been together, and her main reason for doing it was to pay for school, get a job for fuck's sake. Recently I saw a saved chat that she sent on her Snapchat with her drug dealer from about a month ago that read, "You wanna come over and fuck me," and another saved chat 20 minutes later where she sent her address. Throughout our relationship, he would send her messages all the time such as "wait" and stuff like that. I'd ask her, "Why does he always Snapchat you if you never respond?" She never really had a good answer other than "I don't know." The night I saw that message, "You wanna come over and fuck me," I messaged him from her phone. She was in the room with me so she knew I was doing this. He claimed they've had sex about 4 to 5 times since we've been together, and he said the last time was around when she sent that message to him. Initially, she denied even sending the message, saying, "I don't know how that got there and I don't remember sending that." A day later the story changed to him coming over. They smoked, she cried, and then he left. I told her that I'm not stupid. That message was also sent after we had a fight and I left her house at 1 a.m. after I found this out. I honestly didn't care about respecting her privacy anymore, so I snooped even more. God, I hate saying that. Turns out the day after she asked him to come over for sex, she was Googling, literally, how soon to get tested for STDs after unprotected sex. She hasn't said a word about this. I also did something even crazier. I made a fake Snapchat as him, added myself on her phone, and messaged her a couple of days later. I asked her if she wanted to come over and that I, her drug dealer, missed fucking her. She responded with "lol yeah" into this whole celibacy thing at the moment. I also said I liked the show we were watching the last time we had sex and she said "lol, it's a good show." Her explanation for this is that she didn't want to upset him by denying they had sex. Like, who would just go along with something like that? Ike, we are pretty much broken up at this point, but it bugs me so much how she just gets upset whenever I ask questions about this whole thing. I wish she'd just be honest instead of denying everything. Am I being unreasonable? Is she telling the truth? Should I just kick her to the curb and move on? Update 1. I ordered an STD test kit online and I made sure to get a reliable one. Getting tested near me had to wait, plus online was cheaper. I don't give a shit if she knows the results or not, because she didn't think of me when she cheated. But I know she's going on a date and has been talking to this other dude for the past week since we've been on a break. I didn't care because I knew it was over anyway, and if I'm positive for anything I feel like I should let him know. Thoughts? Update 2. I've used Reddit over the years, but this is my first post, so not sure if anyone will see this or what, but it feels good to write it out and I figure writing it here is better than sending it into the void. Thank you all for your responses. It has seriously helped me so much. I went up to my cabin this weekend and told my parents pretty much everything. They were super supportive, which I'm grateful for. I didn't say this in the original post, but she is the girl I lost my virginity to. I had chances in the past to lose it but wanted to wait for someone I deeply cared for. She also got pregnant about 5 months in, and even though this is something we both said we never wanted to do, she had an abortion. I remember the day after seeing the Snapchat asking the dude to come over, I said something like, "So have you slept with him or anyone before you got pregnant?" Because I was the one there supporting you along the way, I drove you to the Planned Parenthood, I paid for half. And whatever else. I made sure not to say anything I wouldn't regret later, as I know that whole thing was extremely difficult for the both of us. She started crying and got mad at me that I'd ever even say such a thing. What do you expect? How do I even know it was even my baby? Holy shit. It was very early, otherwise I would have outright said I can't support it. This doesn't change the fact that she's dishonest and disloyal, but it's just made the whole situation that much more fucked up. I had a one-on-one conversation with my dad about this, and it was a really special moment that I'll never forget. She also called me today. I was talking with my mom, showed her the phone and that it was her calling. And my mom told me to answer it, so I did. I know. I'm weak, pathetic, whatever. She called to ask if I wanted a shirt back that she still had. I said no, just keep it or throw it out, and that was pretty much it. She probably just wanted an excuse to call me, I don't know. I was planning on no contact, but my mom telling me to answer kind of gave me the green light, I guess. Anyway, all of this doesn't change much, but thought I'd give another update for anyone in the future who sees this thread. Thanks again, everyone. Before we take a look at some replies by other Redditors, take a moment to like the video to show your support to the channel. Don't forget to leave your own opinion on the story in the comments down below. Now let's look at some comments. Random Romanian user wrote, "Dude, after your first paragraph she should have been ex-girlfriend. She belongs to the street and you know it. Why keep lying to yourself? Cheaters will never admit they cheat, even with solid proof. Just dump her and move on with your life." Abbreviations FAR7867 wrote, "Leave her alone. If she lives with you and only your name is on the lease, kick her out. She'll keep you on a yo-yo as long as she can, so don't hesitate to dump her and find someone good for you. Also, get yourself tested for STDs, and under no circumstances should you have sex with her again." Deloco6913 wrote, "You state that you are not stupid, but nothing in your post proves that statement. Sorry man, but she is playing you for a fool. You can see it from space, that she is cheating on you. Stop being a love fool and think of yourself. You aren't showing her anything but weakness by staying. You don't need her to admit it to break up with her. There is no need for her to admit, you just pack her stuff and kick her out. Better to be single than with someone like her." Who's Gitamo wrote, "This is much more than cheating, this is entire double life. Honesty, with her being into sugar daddies and using people for whatever she needs, it doesn't sound like you were ever her BF at all. She may have been your GF, but you were never really her BF. Sorry, Op. I think you know exactly what you need to do. Don't look back." Rondi Don wrote, "I didn't need to read any more once you mentioned she was in a long-term relationship with 60-year-old man, sex included. Bro, you have to let her go. You are trying to convince yourself she is someone else when she is clearly showing you and in some cases telling you who she is. She has zero loyalty to you. You made that clear in these few but somehow numerous details. There's no relationship to save here. Please save yourself the future heartache and complications and cut this girl now and let her live her wild life without having you as collateral damage." This is Notalibrary97 wrote, "I'm so sorry this happened to you. Sucks that you tried your best and it wasn't good enough for her. Cheaters have a serious problem with telling the truth. They just can't seem to do it. Lies and deceit seem to be in their DNA or something. Never bother trying to get absolute proof of infidelity. If you find yourself strongly suspecting you're so of cheating, then that in of itself is reason enough to break up, at least for me. You are much better off without her and you are young. You dodged a bullet and she lost a good one. Best wishes to you. You now know what red flags to watch out for, and when they spring up, end the relationship ASAP and move on. What do you think about all of this? Do you think Op will ever be able to heal from this? Also, do you think he handled this situation right, or should he have broken up with her girlfriend way before? Let us know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Hit the notification bell to make sure you never miss an upload.